Yeah, what's going on, man? It's your boy Blick Flair. Once again, we at the Coffee Shop Podcast. Today we doing dating in 2022, part two. Right now, I got my boy Lex with me, and of course, Hollywood Cole. We got some special guests with us. We have the lady named Kenya.
Yes, how you doing, everybody?
Introduce yourself. Let people know your many accolades.
My name is Kenya Brown. I'm with EXP. I'm an agent, real estate agent. I own alteration shop in Winston-Salem where I do wedding dresses, prom dresses, tuxedos, things of that sort. So.
Facts. Good information.
Well, I do credit repair. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I can keep going, but yeah. That's the gist of things.
All right. Now, Hollywood, introduce your folks.
Okay, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, kind of. But I got Larachi, who is the CEO and founder of High Life.
Right, know how it is. You know what I'm saying? We're a marketing agency. You know what I'm saying? We helping over 150 artists grow each week. You know what I'm saying? And whatever level they at, that's the potential they got. We got a couple artists coming here right now. They can tell you what we're all about. You know what I'm saying? We've been helping, you know what I'm saying, some of the youngest as far as 16 years old. Staten Island, New York. My AR, 16, Staten Island, New York. Never seen him game in my life. But we do everything, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You feel me? And, bro, we got the James jumping, bro. So we just started from TikTok Live, bro. We got a whole organization, High Consciousness, you know what I'm saying? Look us up. Rashi, everything, bro.
All right. So again, the topic is dating in 2022, part two version. We already did one, but we get to expound on it. We had so many things that we expounded on that we had to continue on. So, like, my first thing with the situation right now is to ask the new guest, how do y'all feel to date in this situation in 2022? What did y'all take on that?
Man, I don't know. I feel like dating, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, you gotta match energy now, bro. You can't just go dating, bro. You gotta get some type of energy boundary now to me.
Right. That's very understood. How about yourself, King?
It's pee in the dating pool, so I'm glad I'm not out there anymore. When I sit in this conversation, you just stay true to you and don't give up things for other people, because this dating world is crazy out here. I pray for y'all.
I've been hearing that a lot lately. People saying that the pool is tainted.
Yeah.
My thing is how everybody's saying it's tainted. Who isn't tainted? So it's like you said, you ain't in the game, so you know what I'm saying, you've been taken out of the game. Certain people been taken out of the game. So if the dating pool is tainted, why are we looking at tainted pools? Or why don't we switch the pond? Or the ocean, or we looking at we use metaphors. So is you looking at the creek? You know what I'm saying? Is you looking at the pond? Is you looking at the lake? Is you looking at the ocean? Is you looking towards the mountain water?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And me, when I say it like that, when I say a creek, we all know creek is like the backwater behind the house. You know what I'm saying? The play field. We look at a pond, it's more like the frogs. It's a small dating pool. A lake is a little bigger. The ocean is a wide open view. So if you looking in the ocean, per se, that means you broadening your view. Broadening, instead of trying to find a criteria that you might not be meant for you. Sometimes we have to step out our comfort zone, and that's what a lot of times we fall a victim to, is what we are comfortable with. We become shy. We become scared, intimidated. And so we don't know what really is meant for us if we're not scared to take. That's dealing with anything, not just dating. That's just life. So a lot of times we're so scared to try anything new that we lose out on what's meant for us.
It's the fear of the unknown.
Exactly.
And the part of you not being able to stay comfortable, because a lot of people be comfortable with certain stuff, so they just continue in it because they don't want to try something different.
Don't like to challenge.
So I'll go back to what I said: the fear of the unknown.
Yeah, don't like to be challenged. Don't like. And a lot of us have attitude. We as a people, I say, definitely people of hue skin. I'm gonna say that because I'm not gonna put no color on it. I'm gonna say people of hue skin. We have a fire in us, and the fire is a war. It's the warrior in us. We're always fighting. It doesn't have to be a battle, but we always fight. We always warn with something. So we always come off.
I call it opposition.
Yeah.
It
That's
just-
what he was saying.
yeah.
Like what?
It's opposition.
Yeah, like
That's
we
better.
just.
But a lot of
we always-
opposition come from the unknown.
Yeah,
still,
it's-
like
it's-
you don't know everything.
Right.
That too, but it's
Like
naturally
explain
embedded in
it.
us. Like okay, like
And I get
like
it.
dealing with the natives,
Mhm.
they call them Native Americans. They call liquor spirit. You know what I'm saying? Spirit.
Uh-huh,
water, you know
like
what I'm saying?
everywhere.
Drinking, or fire water, which means used to cause you to rear up and bring yourself into a state that you normally wouldn't be in. Then when I say we hot-blooded people, like we easily to anger.
And that's
We're so easy to get upset. So we don't even try to say, I ain't saying soften yourself up. We don't even take the chance to say, like you said, just the fear. We don't even, and my thing has always been, the only way to conquer fear is to face it head on.
Mhm.
That's the only way, in my opinion,
You're
the
right.
only way to conquer fear is to face it head on, because once you face it head on, whether you win or lose, you know what you're dealing with.
Right.
and sometimes it's like when you get into things, it's a little bit deeper than what people realize, and you have to understand that when you're in relationships, it's a give and take on both sides. So a lot of people, it's a give and take on both sides. So back to what you're saying, like matching energies. Sometimes you can't even really match certain energies because a person that may be coming out of a situation, that person may be hurt. So what you have to understand, sometimes when you guys are or we headbutting, that person is reacting and responding from a hurt place. So even if that person wants to think logically, because they're hurt, they can't think logically. So when you're a aware person, you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to be aware and understand, stop in that moment. Even though what we're talking about, we have to stop what we're talking about and deal with your hurt, because you won't even see what I'm trying to give you. You won't even understand the love I'm trying to show you when I say something is wrong. You think I'm coming at you. I'm not coming at you, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from so that we can have a middle place to get to a better place. And a lot of people don't know how to respond because it's either coming from hurt or embarrassment or, you know what I'm saying, just
So the
crazy
term
place.
hurt people is not a cliche.
It's not.
It's true.
And that's why I always speak on honest communication.
Mhm.
Because first and foremost, having security with yourself first, and then having honest communication with the other partner as well. Because yes, a lot of stuff that we don't like to talk about might be embarrassing and stuff like that, but we gotta own up to our own shit too. And we want this love out here.
Right.
And the conversations have to be had. Like, a lot of people don't like to talk, and especially men.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and
you
then
right.
sometimes
You
women,
right.
we talk too much and we don't realize something
Laughed
that we
on
say is shut down. So even when he's about to speak up, he's not going to speak up because it's something that we just said. So again, it's about stopping in the moment, really listening and understanding and trying to figure out, why are you even responding like that? You know, or why
Because
are you
a lot of
acting
people-
like that?
A lot of people don't listen to understand, they just listen to respond.
Exactly. And us as women, we be so quick to ready to move when that man may be a good man. He just need a little bit more gentle. He need a little bit more gentle understanding. He like I was trying to tell somebody, they was trying to say, when I first met my husband, he didn't know how to love me, and it's still in some areas he don't know how to love me. So now it's up to me to teach him, or now it's up to me to even accept, do I want to stay and teach him? You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
once you got to teach somebody, so first they get to the door, right? And they really debate if they really want to come across the door. Then once they get in the door, they battle if they really, really want to stay in the door.
Right.
And then it's kind of like, oh God, if y'all butt heads, it's hard because you don't even
Right.
understand each other. So.
That's why it's always good to get that premarital counseling. A lot of people don't think it's good, but it's good because
I mean, honestly,
it
that
is.
changes after marriage, because you could sit down with somebody
Yeah,
before
wow.
marriage and have
They
a
give
conflict,
you
like
a lot
I
of
said,
examples and
and
stuff.
then I getting 4 or 6 years down the line, it's kind of like, bro, you didn't say that when you was talking to the counselor, because I wouldn't have married you.
Right.
No, with some of the hard decisions,
Why-
with some
Why
of
you
the
playing
hard
my
decisions
emotions?
and hard like situations that y'all deal with, that counselor would have already gave you would have brought that up.
But it's different when you
This-
talk
this-
about
Your
it.
opinions
and
on it.
That's this
Two
my
different
thing
things
right
to talk about it.
That-
You
that
got to
point
think
right there.
about it.
My thing
I
goes back to
understand.
the first segment we had, you know what I'm saying, when you was like, when you brought up the fact about a lot of people feel like people should go through mental health thing before they date. My thing is this, and I get that, but like you said, premarital counseling, okay, I can't speak from experience, I can only speak from those who I know. I got a best friend, he went through marriage counseling. His pastor was telling him this, telling him that, and only thing he saw was, I want to make it work by any means possible. But like Kenya just said, it's easy to be on the outside speaking on something when you're not fully involved in. That's anything. So me, like I said, I could give the greatest advice, but I've learned over my years that I have to look at things 360. It's never just being biased saying, "Oh, that's my homeboy," or even if I was a counselor, I have to bring it out of person to say, okay. Even in the shop, I had a situation where a female was trying to discuss a situation with a dude. So she was going, he like this. So first thing I said, what did you do? She was like, what you mean? I said, I'm hearing you, but don't make it seem like it's just him. Don't act like you had no participation in what's going on, because we don't know people's trigger points. So I'm joking, I talk my shit, but everybody can't take it. You know, I done had deals when I used to write home. My dad used to be like, yo, you so wrong, but then you speak so harsh. Can you tone it down? You making a valid point, but the way you present it, it's like, it's intimidating.
Right.
And I've had females tell me like, yo, I had a lady I used to date, and she said the same thing. She said, after we broke up, everything you said was so true, but the way you told it to me, it
It's
was
not
true.
what you say,
It
but
was-
how you say it.
I was
Look, we're not
choking
even
up.
in a relationship. Let me be honest with you. When you jumped in my inbox asking for credit repair, I was like, bro, why are you talking to me like that? So I really, at one point, I
But I
was
had
going
to
to block
tell
you,
you.
and I had to come back like, no, let me come back. Let's just
Oh,
talk
the
about
first-
so that's
my first time-
relationship,
my first-
understanding,
My
like,
first time talking to you,
bro,
I was
why are you talking to me
I
like that? I
was
did nothing to
questioning.
you.
I was going at you on some legality. Like, I don't know who you talking about. I'm like, listen, I know the law too. But when I came back and needed your assistance, I had to tell you, like, look, this is how I am. I'm going to be on your ass. You like, I like that. I'm like, how you say that now? When I question, don't be talking about, hold on. I'm going to be there. I'm going to blow you up. But
That goes back to, I had to really stop and be like, okay, wait, why is he coming at me like this? There's a little bit more to it, and that's just a relationship. Just even though we're not together, you know what I'm saying? It's just a relationship anyway. But you have to go back and listen to what they're saying and try to figure out why are you coming from that spot.
And that's my psyche and me.
In 2020, what does generation love saying? Match energy with match energy. Please don't match energy with match energy, because you're not getting nowhere. Like,
it ain't on something.
if it ain't love, baby, stay over there.
Another quote from Bruce, he said, when he's talking about the water, he's like, you got to be water.
Right, be
The
like
water conforms in anything it could get inside a cup and become the cup. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how to be fluid. And because if we always trying to be brawn with brawn, like I said, being five, we warriors, we can't always be in the fighting stage. Sometimes we have to sit back and be compassionate. That's the greatness of being a leader. A lot of people want to be leaders, but they don't know how to divvy up with everything you need to do. It's a time to be a warrior. It's a time to be compassionate. It's a time to be a listener. It's a time to be a speaker. You know what I'm saying? You could call it being humble, like the Buddhist monk. They're the most humblest people, but they'll tear your ass up if you cross them. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know how to balance you. And it always goes back to the studying of self. If you don't know who you are, don't even try to learn nobody else.
Don't even get into a relationship.
Right.
Don't even try. Like, you have to, just like Drew Ali used to say, I don't know if it was exactly him, but I was reading Aquarian Gospel, but it was like, you know what I'm saying, they had this discussion. He was like, you want to know about life? He was like, I would tell you to study self. Like, what
study
after
self
that,
again.
He like, study self again.
Yourself,
Then what? Study self. Keep studying yourself, because in you is everything.
Right.
We are one with the universe, but we don't want to tap into that. We want to sit there and get opinions from your homeboy, your homegirl that's going through their bullshit. And
They definitely not going to help as far as relationship
and I
advice.
used to tell
Hell
people,
no.
don't take advice. I can't say it now because like I said, I get good. I tell people, I used to say, quit taking advice from single people. if you're in a relationship.
For yours
No,
on the
I
live.
don't say it now
For yours
because
on
I
the
got
live,
a little.
about
But
dating
when
at
I was
22.
saying it was because
give me
she's
y'all,
like,
give me y'all
my
thoughts
auntie
on
told
that.
me,
Drop your
like,
comments.
how old is she still single? Why is she still
Right.
single? Trying to tell you how to be in a relationship with a dude that's doing all he can to make this work. She gonna tell you single people stuff. Meaning what I mean, but that's why I said don't take advice from single people. Because if they're in a single mind state and they not a stable single mind state, like if I choose to be single, it's different. But if I can't find someone, how can I tell you how the day ain't gonna find someone? Or tell you, you know how y'all do, oh, that's because of this. And I tell people, this is my pet peeve. I tell people all the time, any woman that say, you're just, I said, don't compare me to nobody else.
Right.
I am my own person. Don't box me in and say, y'all are like this. Because I beg to differ. I am not. I might have certain, but that goes to say, I was speaking to another female, and she said something about her body. She came up provocative. So my thing was, she was like, I didn't like how you did this. I said, but that's how you portrayed yourself. She said, I do that for. I said, I'm gonna flip it on you. I said, understand, I was giving you what you gave me. So while you're testing me, you were being tested.
So that goes back to that
Suzanne.
matching energy situation.
So but my thing is, I tell a person, I'm gonna give you as much as you allow me to. Meaning, if you're acting physical, if everything about you is physical, sexual, coming on, that's how I'm gonna categorize you. But if you make me want to have to do more, meaning I got to tap into your mental, I had to tap into your emotions, I had to tap into the finance. If you present that, then that means either I'm gonna have to deal with that category or don't. But if only thing you limited me to this point right here of sexuality, meaning physical body and stuff like that, and you being provocative to me, and that's as far as I got to go to get whether it's sex or whatever out of you, then that's all I'm gonna go. But if you say I got to, it's more than that then. Okay, show me more. So now I got to come at you different. I can't come at you with the lame game no more.
And that's why it's so important before you get into date just to stick to who you are. And not even only stick to who you are with your learning. As we get older, we change. Like, we wake up and we change every day. So if you don't know who you are, the moment somebody comes into your life and you think you like them, you think you want to fall in love, when they say put this on, it's easy for you to put that on. Knowing in your head something you really, really don't like. Like, you know something in your head you really don't want to go around that crowd, but, I love them, so I'm going to go do this. No, baby, you got to... If it takes for you to stay in the house and your man is going out, listen, babe, you have to understand, I don't care how much you want to be with him. If you're not a person that's going out and want to go out, don't become that person, because what's going to happen is 5 to 6 years down the line, and now you want to get back to who you are, and now y'all both looking at each other like, oh, you changed. Oh, no, you wasn't never sticking to who you truly was. So it's important to know what you like, what you don't like. Stand on it and be okay with
compromising the wrong things.
Exactly.
Compromising the wrong things in the beginning.
And knowing what to compromise and who to compromise it for, because at the end of the day,
I say like compromise on what you can put up with.
No, I wouldn't even say that.
My thing is, you shouldn't have to compromise. You should be you all the time. Yeah. Why are you steady trying to coax a person to like you when they might not like you? They might like the normal you, but you're trying to fit in so bad. This goes back to being us as kids. We want to be in the in crowd. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's how I end up in trouble.
And I think that goes deeper, though. Like, when you say stuff like that just, in my head automatically thinks about when you want to be liked. It goes a little bit deeper than that. You got really some deeper issues. That's why you got to dig a little bit deeper than just.
That's why I said study self.
You cannot.
I'm gonna tell you, this is what I don't know. You know, I don't deal with religion like that. I could dib and dab in it. I could talk about any religion, but I don't have religions per se. But it's a thing called shadow work. I don't know if anybody heard of it. If you have, it sounds. The way the media portrays it, and when you hear it, you're thinking of something witchy or whatever, however you want to portray it. But you know what I'm saying? So shadow working is nothing but reflecting on yourself and the things that you have kept in the dark and bringing them out and confronting it, the fears, to understand why you are who you are. Right. If you do this properly, it hurts. It hurts. Trust me, it hurts. I've done it, I done cried, but I found out why the root of a lot of things I did since a child. Right. Not, like you said, digging deeper. I dug so deep as a child from being 3-4 years old. And I said, That's why I was doing it.
Right.
Mhm.
That's why.
That's
it all
why I
goes
came
back to
all the way.
foundation.
That's why I came up
Yes,
up
thank
until
you.
the time where I had to reflect. It took me 40-some years to say, man, I just wanted this. That's why I was doing this, and that's why I went back to the last. I don't know if the last segment, one of them segments we had, when I said my family, my parents, they took care of me, but they didn't raise me.
Right.
That's good.
And what I mean by that, because they didn't understand my mental state. They didn't go deep into understanding me.
I feel that.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, it's crazy.
So
I seen a quote, well, like a quote this morning, and it said, "Be what you needed when you was younger." As an adult, it said, "Be what you need to be when
Right.
you was younger, what you didn't have," basically.
So, and what I say, and like I said about that is, when I meant that, it's nothing to take away from my parents. I love my parents. I love them to life.
Right.
They did what they felt was the
Well,
proper thing.
when
They thought they did what
didn't get a manual.
It's no manual to this thing. But me having an understanding now, as I have a child, I know what I need to do. And it goes back to our segment of mental health. We all, in some form of state, are suffering from mental health.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we hide it so well because that's what we were trained to do since slavery. That we had to put that coat of arms on and push forward. But inside we're tearing up, we're dying. You know, that just goes back to our brothers that's coming out of prison. We all suffer PTSD. We all suffer because you don't know what we had to transform as a person in there. But we come out and show people like, bro, you came home, you hit the ground running. I'm like, bro, but I'm suffering inside. I'm not happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know inside the depression is there.
Right.
The pressure of the world is there. I don't even look at it as the pressure of a black man in the world.
Right.
I look at it as the pressure of the world, period.
Right. 'Cause
As a
somebody always
man.
telling you a man, man
and
don't
what
cry.
a man supposed to do, what a
You
man
know,
ain't supposed to
my
do.
mama's-
The quotes we see on
Right,
social
right.
media. Oh, a man, who is you? How a female gonna tell a man how a man is supposed to be?
Yeah, and that's what.
You know, just like I can't tell a woman. Look,
That's
oh,
what
that
I'm
sound like
trying to
that's
grow.
you sound like you trying to be a dude.
Right.
You supposed to, I can't tell you how to be you.
Right.
I can't tell. I'm not a female, so I can't.
Right. Only
Nothing
thing we can do
against
is what we can do.
Yeah, nothing against the alphabet community,
Yeah.
but you're trying to be something that you're not.
Right.
It's not in your DNA. You're not going to be able to get it.
Right.
I don't care how feminine you act or how masculine you act. You're not going to be able to get it.
A lot of
Right.
people want to see stuff one-sided. Sometimes you gotta like take a step back and a step over.
Exactly.
See it from different perspectives.
And that's why I said to her earlier when I said, I used to say, don't take advice from certain people, but me being able to step back and say, okay, wow, maybe it's this because of the situations I've been through. I
Right.
take my personal situations and try to say it's deeper. I always know it's something deeper.
Right.
A lot of times we so guarded that we don't want nobody to tap into that. I do that with my baby mama, and that's why she feels comfortable around me. Like we've grown to be great friends. Like I tell her,
Right.
I ain't got to be with you, but you're my friend, man. Like I'm comfortable around you. Like you have become my peace. Unknowingly, she probably don't know it that she had become my peace, even though we still got some kinks.
Right.
Is other involved. But when I'm around, I could tell her like you could go to her and say anything about me, and it's to the point where it's like she gonna be like, all right.
All right, pause up.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna read some comments somebody dropped in the live. My boy quit and he said dating at 22 is rough. After the puppy love stage, anything you do, that's a reminder of something the ex did results in drama. Oh shit, I done lost it.
I know. I think I know what
When
you're saying.
unlike your ex, I might be willing to correct something you have an issue with. Just saying, it's like all red flags are based upon your experience with previous relationships. Built from scratch, not from a previous experience. Just my opinion.
That's what
So-
Kim
I
is.
was,
That's,
yeah,
that's
and I
what
was
Kim
talking
is
to
about.
somebody last night, and she was telling me about her issues, and she was asking me, how do I know when to stay with my husband, or why did I stay for so long? Because we've been together. I met him when I was 15. I'm 32 now, and we got 3 kids together. But when we first got together, like I said, there's some things he don't know. There's some things I don't know. So you have to understand, like, as long as that person is showing effort, you have to take that effort. That effort may not match what you was asking for, but it's a step. So, like she was saying, I want him to help me around the house more, and he got up and he cleaned the kitchen but he didn't clean the kitchen up to her standard. So do you go back and nag him?
Wow.
No,
No, matter of fact, you go.
Nah,
To,
just-
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You don't, and that's where a lot of women have to. That's where we have to understand, baby. Just take a step back, and you know what I'm saying. And then tomorrow, doing that, or when you go into the kitchen, say, babe, can you do it this way? Because when you do it this way, it makes it a little bit easier for me when I come
Or
into the
she
kitchen.
can go in there when he's doing it and come in there and hit the stuff that she wanted that he missed the last time.
But
And
the
then
thing
maybe
about
he'll
doing
see
that,
her.
though, the
It's
thing
like
about
notice
doing
it.
that, though,
I can't think of the word, but I know.
Or
Yeah,
she, I
like
mean,
It's like you
coming behind, but you
yeah,
coming
like,
behind
overall,
him,
she should
but
just say
you coming.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing
Or-
that.
Highlight
And then later,
Highlight it, just
I mean,
like
and
you
just
do
go
our
in there
kids.
and do
but at the
whatever
same
needs to
time,
be
do it
done.
yourself. My thing is this. Your situation, the situation you just brought about. My thing would be like this. If I feel like a person's not doing something to the standards of me, I'm not even gonna ask them to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know your strengths. Okay, I like how he clean, but he's not good. So next time I'm gonna just do it myself. I need him to do something I know he could do efficiently. Instead of me trying to put that burden on him and then get upset. I deal with that with my, you know what I'm saying? Certain things
Choose
like
your battles. Learn what battle
Right.
you want to fight. If you
Right.
know he's not that type of person, or you know that's not what he do, why even put him in that position to react to cause a fight in the house? Why did you do that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like sometimes we try to have conversations. Well, I was telling her. Sometimes we haven't tried to have a conversation with our partner, right? But our partner is still in kindergarten, and we are on 12th grade, and we're trying to have a 12th grade conversation with a first grader. No matter how many times I break this down to him, no matter how many times I rewrite it, no matter how many times I color the picture, if I still present this same problem to a first grader, he would never understand. So that's when I have to take my problem to God, because there's nothing that I can say, there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I can clean, there's nothing I can fuck, there's nothing I can suck, there's nothing I can pay to get him to understand where I'm coming from. So I have to give that space time. I have to take that to God, let God handle that man, and then eventually I see it come up to the 3rd grade, and then I go back and I revisit the conversation again. And when we had the conversation this time, he says something. He's not really at the 12th grade level, but he says something that makes me want to stay, because now I know you're not in 1st grade no more. You understand? So that's what, when you asked me why, when she was asking why should I stay or when do I stay, because I see effort.
Right.
As long as I see effort, I'm gonna take the effort and I'm gonna run with it, baby.
My
Like
question,
you
not
about
to
to,
cut
I'm about
you
to
off.
run
My
with it.
question is, are all men like that? Like, are we kind of
No.
like slow towards women or something
Yeah,
like that?
all men are like that.
No, men just mature later,
That's your phone.
like way later than women.
Somebody call you on Facebook.
My phone.
Everybody got their phone.
I'm just saying because she said the 1st grade level. You know what I'm saying? And trying to teach a man to be on the 12th grade level. Do y'all really wholeheartedly feel like that?
Feel like what?
That we have to work up to y'all standards or whatnot, or to y'all?
What you mean work up to our
I
standards?
believe it.
No, I think a lot of men be intimidated by women off the gate when they really don't have to be intimidated by us. Like, cause a lot of women,
I did that.
a lot of
I get
women
that.
see a lot. We gonna notice that okay, they may not be like book smart, or they may not be business smart, or they may not be entrepreneurial smart. Whatever smart you want to
Okay,
say,
and
whatever
I
situation.
always talk about that too, because when we were kids, me and my homeboys, we used to go to the mall and whatnot. We used to have this little game about we'll bet on who could basically like talk to the best looking female.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
And, you know,
that was
we
a
try
game,
so
yeah.
hard. We try so hard to try to jump out this character, and then half the time the women that we be approaching don't even be that type of
Right,
caliber
and the
of
stuff
person.
that you like to do, they actually like to do.
Yeah, but sometimes we be so intimidated that we think, oh, because she's pretty, she's fine, she got a job, this, that, and third. A lot of them be
Right.
broken too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
why I
be-
said you got to
they
get to
get-
know a
they get-
The
person
prettiest
for
faces are the
themselves.
worst souls,
That's
because they're
okay,
so,
yeah.
like he said, they present themselves with that bodily and being attractive when deep down, and you start talking to him, you be like, yo, something off. Like, yo, what the fuck?
But you gotta also look at it too.
Not
Like me,
all-
from
some
my
are real.
experience, I always
pretty,
know
but
that
she-
a lot of
she
women
right.
are being approached by men on the regular. So what I would do, I'd just say some shit different, like, but you got a big forehead or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Something to take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm different. I'm gonna come
Yeah,
at you
you
different
come
because I
and
know
come
you
on.
already been told, oh, you beautiful, we love you, all that. You hear
Right.
that every day, all day, and it be by a bunch of motherfuckers who you wouldn't even be attracted to. Or whatever.
I don't feel like men are intimidated by women. It's just,
I mean, I'm not
you know,
at all.
Right. I could care less. like I had to learn too. The only thing you can do is tell me no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of men are intimidated about women unless they just that shy type of person. I think it's more or less we controlled by the masses. So it's like this right here, just social media, has destroyed us to a point. Not all the way, but to a point. Because what people fail to realize is women are socialites. Men aren't. We talk, but we talk amongst each other. Y'all would tell the world what y'all feel. It's more of y'all in the world than it is men. So if you got more people constantly saying something, it seems like that's the norm. Meaning, if you got a group of women that have been hurt and they're bashing dudes, or they watching videos and hearing these musics and they're saying the same thing and they make it go viral. So now men are saying this is the pissy ass pond that we got to deal with. So now my approach has to be in this type of environment. So the approach is more of okay, all thing she
still
want,
dealing with her.
but my thing is this. If like say, okay, a lot of people go to your social media page to try to find out everything they can about you before they say anything. Yeah. So if I never met you, Cole, and you was on, and the only thing I seen you was dealing with music. So first of all, bing, when I hear the music industry, I'm thinking they want the limelight. Right. First of all, whether it's right or wrong. Second, if I see anything provocative, she wants to be seen. Thirdly, I'm getting to the money. I don't need no man. So now you are basically a damn high paid prostitute.
What about the aspect of a rapper? Do you feel like I feel like it's harder for us, you know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm getting at is we're talking about. She mentioned that a lot of dudes might be intimidated by women, and I'm saying no. I'm saying how social media has portrayed the people. So when a man approaches a woman, they don't look at him to get to know him. Right. They look at him like, damn, I got to have some money to mess with her. Right. And then
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality. So even in the rap world, where like if your message comes off as whatever, a lot of people take it as it's what it is. Right. They try to believe what you're saying. Right. So automatically they don't know that most of the rappers are college graduates or intellectual people, that they're really regular people. Right. They just doing this to make their money. Right. So we're entertaining you. Yeah. So when a person might approach you, or a female gonna see that, they're gonna sit there and see what the image is. Yeah. They're not gonna see the person. Yeah. So if they don't see the person and they only see the image, they're gonna feel like, oh, you're a rapper. Okay. You got money. Okay. I need money. Yeah. Take care of it.
So then you got to
Lacy.
dig in and see. And you know, we got to have questions and stuff.
Do y'all feel like y'all need money? Because they probably feel like, you know what I'm saying?
The regular woman will say no.
Wait, ask that question. I want to hear the question clearly. What are you asking me? Let's be clear. What are you asking me?
From the other way around, a man being a rapper, for women, we feel like, okay, we need money to be up there, like with a Megan Thee Stallion. But what do y'all feel like y'all would have to have, you know what I'm saying, to be with a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like,
how about not just a rapper, just an entertainer?
But that's just my opinion. But like you said, you try to get a female how they would look at it. Yeah. If you was to approach a rapper, how would you feel? He's saying, if you seen a rapper and you want to get with him, what will your mental state be, or what do you think you have to present yourself as to get that rapper?
Honestly, it depends on the woman, because me, in my head, if I know what he's attracted to and what he like, right? As a business person, I'm gonna approach him with a business with a business deal. Hey, let me talk to you on the side for a second. Let's see how we get some money together. Because in my head, he's a rapper and his mentality is money. Okay. So I'm gonna approach him because I want him to think of me as a business person, and I get money, and then whatever we do on the side. You know
so what if you don't have no business? What if you just a regular?
That's me as a business lady. So you have to think of what type of woman you're dealing with.
So what if you're just a regular female? Yeah. Just a woman that's out here. They ain't got nowhere to be. They working a 9 to 5.
She will use her body because that's what she thinks he likes or attracted to.
So he getting to a point. That's why I'm helping him go along. Right. So okay, they will use their body for it.
She's gonna show up at your show.
So that's why I said it's hard to date. You
I
know
feel
what
like
I'm saying?
only,
It's not
like I
like-
said, energy. Only when they come to a mutual.
Right.
But like I
You
said,
know
that's
what
why
I'm
when you say it's either money or a body, like I said, when I approach him, it's about me getting money with him. It's not, hey, let me, get some money. What you
But that's
want?
a
You know
good
what I'm saying?
approach.
It's a different. It's a different approach.
Changes dude.
Right. And that goes back
That
to
changes
what
the
Bruh said.
mindset. Yeah.
Bro said it's like the approach you got. It's like if that's what you coming off as,
Yeah.
that's how it's going to
Right.
be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like nobody's doing nothing different.
And like I said,
Like
it's
Bruh
about
said, you gotta be
sticking true to
different.
who I am because I know that I'm a beautiful girl, and I know that when I get dressed, like that's how men approach me. They approach me off of beauty,
Yeah.
and then when I open my mouth to speak, they be like, oh, "Okay, you're not her." No,
Right.
right? Like you're not her. And then it's a different.
That's why I said the
So,
level
it's
of
about-
what you make a person live up to. Like I
Right.
said, if you're gonna limit yourself to sex or physical thing, then that's all he gonna do. If he can't,
From
if he
thereafter.
can't give you more than that,
Right.
if you make him give you more than what he can't handle, then he gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you gonna say, I need him, I want this,
Yeah.
then yeah, he gonna get you gonna settle
Yeah.
for the bull. You
Right.
be like, yo, I did it because I was messed up, or I
Right.
needed him at the time. He took care of me. So,
Right.
but do you
Situation.
love him? Yeah, I love him. I like him a lot, but I don't know. He's not satisfying certain areas because how you first approached it. You approached a person on a money thing or a physical thing. So how you can't be mad at him.
Or not even that. I've seen situations where they approach it off of love, and they don't realize they about to be taking care of a whole child. Baby, you got to understand what that man is in his life. No matter how much you love him, what do you need as a woman? I don't understand how much you love him, but can that man deliver emotionally? Can he deliver spiritually? Can he deliver physically? Can he stand up to
question. I
it?
think we talked about it before. Is there such thing as unconditional love?
Yes. You know what? My husband asked me this weekend.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes. Okay, so I love this. Let's talk about it. Because
Okay.
my husband texted me. He said, my husband said,
It's unconditional love.
my husband said,
It is.
do you think women are loved unconditionally and men are only based off them providing? And I had to think about it. I was like, I had to take myself out of position first and just be a regular woman.
Right.
Men,
Yes,
men
I ain't even gonna
love
lie
based
to you.
on
I love this man based
Ain't no
off
such
what
thing
he
as
can
unconditional
provide to me.
love. I don't think
But
there's no such
during
thing.
that providing, does he talk to you right? Does he, you know what I'm saying? So I still love him unconditionally because it comes a point in the relationship where we have to switch roles. Yes, he provides for me now, but once this man has nothing, am I still going to treat him the same? Am I still going to fuck him the same? Am I still going to love him the same? Am I still going to take care of the household the same?
That's a big question.
As a woman, these are the things that we do naturally. These
Right,
are the things that we do unconditionally, whether a man's in
without
my
a
life or
condition.
not. So whether a man comes into my life and provide more, the question is, do I love him because he's providing? Or do I love him because I'm loving him? And I had to really sit there and think about that, like, damn, babe, do I really love you because of providing? But I had to go back into some situations where, like, nah, nigga, I did that too. So, and you know what I'm saying? But really, men are first loved off what they can provide. And then unconditionally comes in. And I'm just going to be honest with you.
Unconditional love.
I love my husband unconditionally. No
Ain't no
matter,
such thing
you want to
as
know how I
unconditional.
know? You want to know how I know?
I'm gonna
No
let
matter
you-
what
I'm
he
gonna
does to
I'm
me,
letting you out.
no matter what he does to me, I'm gonna stay true to what I do, who I am, and no matter if we together or not. Like I told his people, whether we together or not, I fuck with you because I fuck with you. And when we separate, I want it to be so okay to the point where we have conversation is okay, and I
I'ma
still
break it
love
down.
you if you bring another girl around.
I'ma break it
I
down.
still love you if you disrespect me. Like,
Break it down.
go ahead, please, because
Mm-hmm.
I think I love him unconditionally.
Ain't no
So,
such thing as unconditional love.
what you think?
Define condition.
Oh shit.
Condition is if then. It's a
It's
if.
what?
If
It's
and when and then.
if.
Yeah.
Define a
If
condition.
you do this, then I'll do that. And if you don't do that, then I'm definitely not doing this.
So when you first met your husband, did you love him?
Yeah, I'm gonna summarize it up.
So you loved him on sight. You loved him on sight?
No.
Be honest.
No.
It was a condition.
He was
Well,
a thug. I couldn't stand it.
it was a condition. No. Listen.
Real.
No, what I'm saying is now she's in an unconditional love, but it's no such thing as unconditional love off the rip.
Agreed.
Conditions have been set.
Nobody said
no,
it
listen.
off the rip.
No, I said there's no such thing as unconditional love because if this thing,
No, you
listen,
can't
stop.
say
See, this is the
that.
problem with women. You mean, listen, you hear to listen.
Let me finish.
You listen. No, listen. Listen, you said women don't listen to hear. You said it.
Go ahead.
They just want to, they ready to respond. You said it
Y'all.
yourself, Cole.
Go
You
ahead.
said women got to hear to respond. So they listen for a little bit.
Breakfast Club.
Understand.
Go ahead. I want to hear this because you not. I don't think anybody answered the question.
Listen.
Go ahead.
A condition. When you first meet a person, things are set in order. A person had to do certain things in order to gain your trust, in order to gain your liking, in order to evolve until unconditionally. If I never met this man and then he popped up, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I love my bro. I don't know. The condition was we got to know each other.
Right.
We went through things together.
All right, you won. Okay.
No, hold on. So there was a condition in place.
Okay.
Just like any relationship I've been in.
But that was the question.
Huh?
That wasn't a question.
That wasn't a
The
question.
question was, can men be loved unconditionally?
No, what I said
I
was,
feel like only women.
is there such thing as unconditional? My question was, is there
Okay.
such thing as unconditional love?
But men could be loved unconditionally.
Right.
So yes.
But that's a different thing. You switched the question around. See, that's what y'all
No,
want
it's
to
a basic question.
No,
Can
my
men
question-
be loved unconditionally?
Okay, that's a new question. The
Your
original question was, is there any such thing as unconditional love? And you said yes, and went into your relationship.
You're right.
I said no. I don't. It's a lie because conditions were set in order to evolve into the unconditioned. Like I'm gonna put an example: simple mother and child, father or parent and child. If that wasn't your child, would you love them the same as your own? What's the condition? That's your child.
Damn. That's you can start talking. You right.
That's your child. So that concept of unconditional love, love is
Ain't applied
love
to every stage
love what
of
you're
every
saying.
situation.
Okay, come on.
Go ahead.
Is what I'm saying. So you
It
can
was-
say
it was a simple
that's like the saying, which is true. A mother's love is unconditional. Okay,
Because
that's
of what?
because before that baby's born, before that baby come out, that mother
Condition.
already loved
There
that
was no
child.
condition. Was no condition to it.
That without any condition, however that baby was coming out, that mother was gonna
There
love
was no
that
condition
child,
to
no matter how it came
There was no
out.
condition
Whether it
to
came out with 6 fingers,
There wasn't no
6
condition.
toes.
Was it not a condition to it?
Ain't no how you have a condition
It's
to
your child. That's the
That's
condition.
the condition.
That's the condition.
Though. That's
It's your
what he's
condition.
saying. That's what he's saying.
The condition is it's your child.
That is a
That is a
condition.
condition.
I'm just giving you.
I get what you're saying. I love my son
That's what
unconditionally
I'm saying.
because he's my
You can't
son.
apply
But
everything.
another person's son, I can learn to love
You
him,
can't
but he's
apply
not gonna.
everything to every
But
situation.
it was a simple question.
Like you can go deeper
you can't-
into what you're
right,
saying
it's
if you
simple.
want to go deeper.
But you try to.
But
you doing oranges
it was
and
a broad
apples.
statement.
You're doing oranges and
It was a
apples
broad
right now,
statement.
Cole. No, it's not really a broad statement.
Your comment was broad.
It's not really broad. Unconditional love.
And that's
Meaning
what
it's
he's saying.
nothing.
It was broad.
That means I could
The
walk in a
question-
room and be like, well, I love all y'all. Boy, you just met me. Yo,
That might
check this out. Come
there
here.
might be some peers.
I'm gonna show you some love.
than that.
And you gonna be like, damn, this man did all this out of love for my people. I'm gonna do this. I don't know you because I love my people. That's unconditional.
All white women are strong.
But
I
that's
don't-
not a condition because it's your people.
No, when I say my people, that's period. People as a person, not people as black man, white man.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's unconditional. If you do some stuff, that I goes back to I deal with that stuff when someone like I had unconditional love. Come on, if you never met me in life, you're not gonna tell me. You're not gonna sit there. People be like, I love everybody. No, you don't. You're lying.
I got one more comment. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna summarize it because he really dropped the jewel right. He dropped a lot. Okay, so in short, I'm gonna say what he said. Taking a woman out, basically, spending all your time on her or whatever, and your whole effort is to make this woman happy or to put a smile on her face. He says, basically, why is the happiness short term, but when y'all get mad at a man, the upset and the energy it lasts longer, 2 days, 3 days.
Because you have to understand that person is hurt. So you can't tell me how to respond if I'm hurt. Like, let me deal with what I'm dealing with. Because if you try to rush me to deal with it any sooner, it's not going to be a response that you want. So if it takes me 2 to 3 days, as long as I'm not being nasty to you, then I think that's the difference. If it takes me 2 to 3 days and I'm just being to myself, let me be to myself. As long as I'm not being nasty to you or, you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing anything to you, let me heal. Because if I deal with you any sooner, you're not going to like me.
Okay, so I'm understood. So, but okay, in short term, what he's saying is basically the ratio between happiness and being angry at your man. Why is it It's 10. What he said?
No.
He said 10 seconds of happiness, but 2 days.
Okay, the thing is, a lot of well, people in different relationships, might be men, might be the women. Like, you can't tell me I can't be mad at something, or I can't feel a way about something.
And let's be real.
So that's what it be. It like stuff you think something minor to you may be something major to me.
Because it's
You
not
can't
what happens,
tell
the
me.
principle of
You
what
can't
happens.
tell me that just because I feel this way, you think, oh, it don't mean that bad. It is not that bad.
And I don't even think that's just a female thing. It's like something can happen. You like, oh, I'm over it.
And
And
it
then
go
pop
both
back up in your
ways.
head. Like, man, hell no, man. I remember, like, man, and they still be upset. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, man.
you might do something to trigger it again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
and like, I done been in a situation where I would say betrayed. Made an upset a female. So it's like,
Yeah.
if a person gets upset at my actions, when they get mad, I done been times where I'm like, yo, how long you gonna hold this over my head?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But at the same
You
time,
don't have
I
me on
understand,
trial for a whole week.
as long as it
So it
keeps
wasn't
replaying,
resolved right then.
But the thing is never gonna be resolved right then.
I'm saying
You know,
right. It wasn't
as
resolved.
a dude, we could say forgive, and me, I forgive, but I'll never forget. But I can move on and try to move past it. A woman would try to do that, but it might be little times she be by herself and it thought that, what she doing or how she did it. I done did all this for this dude and he gonna do this to me. So then now she's back to square one. I'm back angry again. You know what I'm saying? It takes them longer to overcome things than a dude, because we could be like, yo, all right, boom, shrug our shoulders off, let's keep it moving. We good, babe? And you'll lie to us and say, yeah, at that time you good, but really you're not. I told my ex one time, we had our disagreement and it lasted, and every time like I keep thinking, but it goes back to what you said of some women don't heal properly, but so everything that you do triggers past
Other
relationships.
things.
And I told her to her face one time. I was talking to my mother, trying to get some advice, and she thought I was talking about her. And I was, I'm an honest person. I'm like, Mom, I messed up. How do I fix this?
Right.
She thinking I'm telling her, yeah, she did this, and I'm like, yo, you don't even know what. I'm like, you in my conversation. I told her I'm wrong. I'm trying to see how to fix this because you ain't. I can see that you're not over it. And I told her, I said, it wasn't angry, but it was the truth. I was like, yo, you every day, you need to fix yourself because every day you lie. She was like, what you mean? I said, you lie to me every day you lie to yourself. And she was like, how? I said, because you tell me you're all right and you're not. You say you done got over it and you haven't. Stop lying to yourself and be honest and say, look, I can't get past this. And my thing has always been, how can we get past it? If we can't, then we need to go and figure out how we separate or go on about our life. Because instead of sitting here being miserable, trying to fix it and be miserable, and your misery is ebbing over to me and making me feel bad and me suffering. So how do we fix it?
Yeah, but it should never he was asking for men, for us women, like he said, it should never be that long of a madness though. Even though I'm mad and I'm upset, we should still be able to have some type of conversation during this mission. And I think that's what men don't understand. When I am still mad and we had a conversation about it and I walk away like, yeah, I'm okay. And you see the next day I'm still upset about something, you need to sit me back down and have a conversation again, because either I wasn't okay with the answers that you gave me to be okay and get out of my madness and heal properly. That's why I'm healing on my own.
Right.
So if it's going on to the next day, take her, sit her down, figure it out. Like, no, I understand that you say you okay, and let's go a little bit deeper. Are you really, really mad at me, or is there a situation that was happening before this that we need to speak about that has nothing to do with us? It has nothing to do with us at this point. Like, it nothing to do with us no more. Where are you? Why are you reacting this way? Why are you still mad? We're 2 days into this argument.
I did that too. I asked her straight up. I did nothing. It was just like she was just feeling. I said, who from your past do I remind you of? Or what did I do to remind you of anything that happened in your past? And she was like, all of them.
God damn.
I was like, hey, I was like, because I'm like, what did I do? Or what am I doing that, you know what I'm saying, that reminds you of your past? Because this can't be me, because I ain't did nothing.
Facts.
Something triggered you. And she was like, all of them. So right now, your mindset is all the dudes you done had a bad experience with, you're looking for that in me to do it. And it's
And
killing
it's
you.
not-
But some women are like that.
It's not that they look for
No,
in
but-
a man. It's that we
Rebound
already
ourselves to say
know.
again.
We already know
Okay.
what it may look like. If this look like this right here, then I'm be
But
like,
it's not all the way true though. That's why I
it's
said,
just a normal
yeah.
trigger because
Right.
and not even a trigger. It's just being wise about it now.
It ain't about being wise. If I say
Yes, it is.
I'm honestly telling the
Yes.
truth. I did nothing.
You're protecting.
But because you feel this is, like I said before, don't categorize me, don't box me in and say this is what y'all do, so this is what's going on. If I said no, see, you just did it.
They
You
did.
just did it. You just did it.
Me, I always
You just
say
did it. No, you just did it. I said me. You just did it though by saying y'all. Quit saying y'all
And I said
and then
men, I
no, you
always say
can't do that. That's like I was on probation. When I got out of prison and was on parole, that man said, listen, I know dudes do this, that, and that. He said, but I treat everybody individually. I'll let you lock yourself up. I would never lock you up. You will get yourself locked up. Because I can't look at you from what this man did, thinking you're going to do the same thing. So
Right.
that's a lot of
That's
time.
understandable.
And that's why I said, I don't care. Unless it's factual and proven, we have to, as people, men and women, stop feeling like this is what's going on with this person if you don't know for sure. Like bro always tell me, I done spent a lot of stuff. He like, man, let me see the paperwork. If you can't prove it to me, then it ain't no need to talk about it. I ain't trying to be the sneaky person but if I'm sitting there like I was going to school, working in the shop, and doing a 12-hour shift at night, when do I have time to do anything but sleep? So if I don't want to, not say no want to, if I do not have the energy to give you the attention you're seeking, and you feel like I'm neglecting you, don't look at it as I'm doing something with someone else. Because a lot of times women say, if he's not doing it with me, he's doing it with someone else. And that's not always the case.
Right.
I'm busting my ass to make sure, like you said, if you fuck up or fall off, I can still hold you on until you get yourself back together.
Right.
So don't look at my hard ethic work as a form of infidelity or whatever you want to call it. So my thing was, I sat there and when she said all the things, it was the point of you came into a relationship with baggage that you never let go of, and regardless, you can't sit there and say something looks like something and think it is. If I'm around you damn near 24 hours a day, I'm on the phone with you, I'm texting you 24. I mean, you're my center of attention. I mean, not a minute goes by, I can't. It's been done, but unless I was on the phone having sex. But if I'm texting you, that takes time. I can't be busting nobody down, texting you, what you doing, babe? Woo, woo, woo. But you could do it because only thing you got to do is you could be at work and say, look, I'm finna go on lunch. Okay, what your lunch consist of? You ain't stop by my damn job and see we want to have lunch. You went on lunch, so where you going?
It only takes about 2 minutes.
My thing is being.
It only take like 2 minutes.
Yeah, my thing has always been I have to get myself into a pimp mentality of saying, if she don't want me, cop and blow. If you don't want to be with me, go. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to keep you. Go be where you want to be. And obviously ain't with me because you're doing things to show me that I'm not doing what you need or I'm not satisfying whatever you need.
My question for the ladies, I'm going to stir up a little feathers since we're talking about all this.
So there's triggers and there's red flags.
Yeah, So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can do all this PI and investigation and all this shit right here, when it comes to your man, how is it so hard for y'all to find the right ones that y'all want? Why does the ones that's always bullshit always gets picked up out of the living? Because if a nigga ain't got no whip, you sure already know he ain't got no whip. If a nigga ain't got no money, you sure already know he ain't got no money. If he ain't handling his business like you're saying, that all this is right there. The signs are there.
That goes back to what I was saying. You have to know where that man stands because you will love somebody so much you'll ignore all that until you get too deep in. Then it's like, damn, I knew this shit when I got with him.
It's right there. Like my man said, there's triggers and there's red flags. The flags are always there. They poke out. You know a red flag from a trigger. Like you said, you say certain things might make you remind you of what the last man did. But that's a trigger. The red flag is you've been seeing him do certain things and you choose to ignore it and continue on hoping oh, he's not gonna do that with me.
Right.
The same thing a dude do. She used to do this. I'm different. She ain't gonna do that shit with me. But if that's your nature, not in nature, if that's what the type of person you are,
Right.
ain't nothing gonna change that.
Right.
You have to change that.
Especially if you've been doing it and people been allowing you to do it.
Another person can't change who you are. You have to be the one to change. If you like when people like tell to a housewife, look, like what Money Bay said before me, I don't care. This is what's going on right now.
Right.
Yeah.
If you show me that you could be the housewife, then you my housewife. But if you still got whole tendencies in you, and you ain't shook them yet, don't come over here thinking you gonna be my housewife. You gonna be the hoe.
Or at least be honest about it. You know
That
what I'm
part
saying?
too. And that's another thing. Y'all sit there and say, well, you said you mentioned something about men don't talk, women do. A lot of women don't like honesty.
Oh, that's
real.
another
I
question.
don't, because you just heard me shut you up. I don't like honesty.
Yeah.
Shut up. Nobody
That's
cares.
another question I
Wait,
want to
ask you
ask you.
something.
And this is always women always said
Don't
this.
want honesty,
Tell
man.
Tell the truth and it'll take you a long way. When it comes to women, you say tell the truth and it'll take a man a long way.
Sometimes.
Because
Yeah, because most of the
I
time
could
when
be
we
honest
asking
without
y'all
listening.
something, we already know. We just want you to admit the shit.
that's a certain situation. But
That's
a lot of
conditional.
times that's a situation where you like you trying to trap.
No,
trick
no, because
no,
based on how you act,
I'm just saying
it's
no. That's
Gonna
a
be how I'm
certain.
gonna
What I
take
mean
my
by
next
certain.
step.
What I mean by certain situation is that's like you know some shit that he done did and you want to see how he gonna react. I'm saying what I mean by being honest is straight up out the gate. Look, man, I want some pussy.
right, that's
I'm
what
like,
I'm
God damn, I ain't here for all that. But thanks for being honest. But what y'all would say, keep it real. This what you want. If this what you want, be honest. I might want it too. But if he say that, he gonna be like, oh, you old hoe ass dog. That's all you want.
But it's a trick
You know what
question.
I'm
saying?
That's a part two behind it. Because I understand it don't mean that you're gonna get it, but just be honest.
Yeah,
But
be
if
honest.
I know
Be
you're
blunt.
gonna say no, I'm probably dibble and dab a little bit. I ain't gonna goddamn just go straight up. I might figure out how to get to it in a nicer way though, if I want you.
Nah,
like that.
just be blunt. Cause not you just
Sometimes
you
it works.
goddamn what
Yeah,
you doing?
sometimes
What you
it
doing?
works.
Playing the role or shucking and
yeah, I
jiving,
said that. What I said.
saying what you got to say,
Yeah.
acting like you're gonna take me here
Yeah.
or you're gonna over
People
there.
People do that. There's homosexuals out there that do that all the
And then
time. They
they
play
go.
like they gay, but they wait
No.
to be. They want to be the female's best friend. See him naked. Oh, that's my male best friend, but he's gay. No, he got to go to like the rest of them niggas.
Yeah, I don't
You know what I'm
trust
saying? If a woman tell me they got a gay best friend, I need to see this. Like not, but I need to.
further
You
investigate.
need
Like I gotta
make
do a little.
sure he all the
Yeah,
way,
you better
all
be
the
gay.
way there.
I need to see your partner. I need to see. I don't want to see no sex. I need to see something that make me sure like, yeah, okay, he gay. Because I've seen, man, that best friend stuff. It can work, but it has to be real. It has to be really platonic. And you got to show that it's really a bit because if the dude say that's my male best friend or my female best
And
friend.
that's understandable because some men get jealous of girls, their own girlfriends, their best friends. Oh,
I
you
do
love
that.
her more than you love me.
He
Or
might
you
be a
would do
female
this.
too then.
You know,
That-
she
that-
do
that-
this,
female
you jump
herself.
over here.
Well, like you said, so. But
Yeah,
my thing
it
has been
happens.
always being when you got opposite sex, it's me. I'm biased. Like I'm biased when it comes to that.
Hold on,
Because
hold
I
on.
know how niggas-
somebody agreed to your conversation. I mean, what you were saying about the gay roles. She said niggas play gay and be watching her pussy the whole time. But she also said when we was talking about the lies and whatnot. She said it's not a trap. Just be honest. Gut feelings. Keep it real. I can respect
That's
that.
a certain situation. Like I said, if you already know, I'm talking about being honest. Of like,
Yeah,
I'm
up
honest.
front.
I'm like, yo, like if I came to Kenny, be like, yo, you look good as hell. Like, what's good? You be like, I ain't on that type of time. And I'm like, shit. Well, I was kind of honest with you, but I didn't get to the honest point of saying I'm just trying to smash you because you look good.
I
But
feel like,
if I came straight out and said that, you want to call me every,
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
with this generation, I think now it will work more because women feel the same exact way. Like a lot of women really don't want a relationship because they've been so hurt. So if we did, or when they do get approached, then yes. And
I'm not disagreeing with you
but
on this.
because it could be a P Diddy and City Girl thing. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Like if I want to call you and I want you to come over, but I don't want to be with you, bro. Let's just
That's a thin line.
It's very thin and
You know why?
it's
Because-
messy.
Because
I ain't gonna say it's messy.
no, it's not. We don't
There's
say
toxic people going
right.
around.
Reason I say it's thin because if you're sexing the same person, after a while, them emotions come in, feelings start getting involved. I've been there. This lady,
definitely.
the lady just set the standards for me.
You're gonna develop
And
time.
but I had to correct her. I said, "What happened?" She was like, "Man, listen, I fell in love." I was like, she said, "That's when I started acting different." I said, "You said you wanted it just like this. Now what changed?" I fell in love. I said, "How?" Because the authenticity of me, being me, not trying to be someone else, they was attracted to that, and they was like, "Man, this dude different. He really live how he say. You know, he about his shit. He don't really need me. He don't give a fuck if I'm here or not." Because we established what we was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it would be easier, but it's not. After a while, it's still gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard. It's like whatever I said, it's a thin line. Like you got women that'll say, "Man, listen, I done been with a woman where she was like, listen, I don't want to do this because my dude gonna notice." And I was like, "What you mean?" She was like, "If it's good, I'm gonna act different." And they cut me off, right? And I was like, "What happened?" She's like, "I told you." I started acting different around the nigga.
Okay.
So to get myself back in order, I had to leave you the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? So
Now you not putting
Women
on.
can't win for trying to lose. That's how I feel. Because about the sex game, we got to show up every night. We can't goddamn slack, especially on the first time.
oh my God.
So I mean,
That's
why?
a double
That's the standard. Like, 'cause it's
Because
just like
if you do it,
your
you gonna get talk shit.
Right. So you know what I'm saying. So basically, what I'm saying is like on the first time, just like she said, if you do this, that, and the third, I'm gonna feel some type of way. So if you lack, knowing that the situation is gonna go, you still gonna get talked shit about it. Like, so it's like a lose situation. In that case, in my mind, in my opinion.
It
You
just
have to be okay with
depends
that.
because
Stand on
if
it,
you
period.
if you have your
So
first
now I got to decide
your
if I'm gonna
first
drop it
night.
off the dresser or I'm just gonna take it a light. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But the thing is, you
you had your
can't
first
listen.
time.
What they say, you can't start, but you can't finish. Don't start a certain way and then slack off, because then they gonna swear somebody else involved. If you say you don't want it, what's wrong with me? Y'all get in that feeling like, damn, what's wrong, baby? You don't want me? I ain't attracted to you no more. Like, man, I'm just tired. Like, God dang, like I don't want.
And it
you.
works
I'm
both
tired.
ways too, because women do their thing too, though. You know what I'm saying? Certain things they shouldn't do.
Oh yeah, they done try to turn you out. Then once they try to like do that little thing you did, man, I don't feel like doing this
Or
shit.
you
Like,
done get into the
God
wrong motherfucker. Now you can't get this motherfucker from stalking your goddamn
y'all know
house.
them is for special occasions only.
Fuck this special occasion shit. Listen,
Oh hell no.
see that's the
Ain't no
bullshit.
special occasions. with
Listen,
me.
that's the
Pop
bullshit.
rock
Like,
shit every
but-
night,
Pop, nah, don't do that.
every week.
No.
Hey, look,
I hear about the honey. What's up with the honey packs? I don't know about them. I've been hearing
I
about
got
the
it.
honey packs.
I ain't had no
Black
sense on
King
it.
Kong can't lose with that one. Damn the honey pack. Black King Kong beat on your chest.
What was your question?
Hey, tapping
I
out.
don't lost. I don't lost train of thought. You know, laughing with y'all crazy.
Right,
ass.
it makes
But basically, like you know what I'm saying. Okay, yeah. Back to what I was saying.
So how do you tell somebody they're bad at sex?
oh, they
I
gonna
would
get
want
called back.
honesty.
Hey, look, I'm a funny.
No call
Look, like I said, I'm silly
No
sometimes.
really.
So I'll joke some shit to throw it out there to see how it's caught. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that bullshit shit. No, but look, I've been told. Listen, motherfucker told me, look, that whack ass. Listen, my own baby mama said that shit to me. She was like, that whack ass shit you got, I don't want this shit. I'm like, nigga, shit, you better be glad I did it. God damn it, we go, hey, listen, but that's the love and the camaraderie we had where we could joke. You know what I'm saying? That's the old people shit. You know what I'm saying? You laugh and joke about it, keep it more. But you talking about tell the person they had bad sex or the sex ain't good, it's just like, I think. I
That's
don't
a
know.
very
It depends
touchy
on
subject.
it depends on you in a relationship or you just had sex with them.
Relationship. It wouldn't matter if you just have a
Oh shit, man,
You
that
just
shit's
tell
gonna
them
go
off,
that
they'll
shit.
call it
Right.
back. You
I
gotta be
don't
in a
know.
relationship.
You're right. I think you should be honest. Some people are very insecure with that shit.
But it depends on what is it that they bad at though.
I mean, 'cause
Is
you
it
know,
like it's something they not doing, like giving you head? Is it they won't eat your ass because you done heard people keep talking about you want to experience and shit? You want to get tied up? You want some kinky shit? Like what are they not satisfying you as?
Yeah.
Sex is that's a broad topic. What is it? Some people got kinks in them that you be like, look, I ain't with all that shit. I know motherfuckers like that. Look, I don't even like. Listen, I'm allergic to handcuffs. You're not putting them on me for play.
Nah,
I don't want them for real.
At all.
Listen, I don't want them on me for real, and I don't want them on me for play. Don't tie me up because I don't know what you got going on in your head. Don't blindfold me.
Yes, it is.
My surprise need to be
It is a
gifts
subject
and
for
packages.
certain people.
If
Not
I got to kick it, I can't. Certain
They're
shit.
gonna put you out the house. Almost
Listen, shit like that. Like,
I'm secure.
I tell people, don't play with the back door. You won't get the mute kick. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, what you mean? I said, try it and watch how your chest look when I'm done. I'm going to kick the shit out you. Got to get you a ball for me. Don't play with that.
I think as men, I don't know. I mean, some of us a little bit too shallow to have like all types of bad energy or bad sex with a woman because you don't really take too much.
What you say? What's the beginning? You say some men or you said some men?
Well, yeah, because it don't take much for us. So I think it's more when it comes to that bad sex situation, it really comes from a female.
Right. I said it
because you could be hitting left and supposed to be hitting right. Or you supposed to.
This is the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
A woman will try to tear a dude down. When a woman's hurt, they try to hit you.
No, because y'all be like, this woman ain't big enough. I can't hold the waist big enough. The butt ain't big enough. This ain't big enough.
We're going to get a pleasure anyway.
That's a personal situation.
We're going to get a pleasure anyway.
Why y'all go to different ones?
Is that a personal?
So why do y'all go to different women?
Hold on. Okay.
Well, my
first. Well, go ahead, bro.
Okay. It's all about the experience for me, because first thing is physical attraction, whatever. That takes a lot too, and then it's what they do in the bed. It's certain people do different things, and they could do the same thing, and somebody might say something different. And I had one occasion where we was having assertions during sex, like she was building me up on some spiritual shit. I was like, damn, I ain't never had that shit before, and that changed my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even talk to sex like that. I was like, now I'm into that type of shit.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be the quietest sex partner. Like you didn't know if I busted or not. And
that sucks.
No, listen.
I need to know what's going on.
Listen.
Tell me, do you like
when
this?
I was like 21,
say my damn name.
That sound like
put
the
my
first
hair.
listen.
Choke me, nigga.
Look, when I was like
Tell me
21, I used to be sitting there. They be like, "You good?" I'm like, "I'm good. I'm done." They be like, "What?" They like, "You don't." So someone had to bring that out of me. Like, yo. So now. The neighbor's gonna hear me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler when I might bust your eardrum now, you know what I'm saying? If it's good, if I build up to that point and I'm gonna bust your eardrum. You know what I'm saying? You better cover my mouth. I might have to put a pillow over my mouth if it's that good. You know what I'm saying? But you got, when you say go to different women, like bro said, it is sometimes an energy thing. Like, I might like, your vibe might be so damn good, I'm like, damn. But you got women that won't do it. And because like that vibe might break, and it might not be. We might be vibing on a level like if we do something sexual, it might not be that same type of level. But a different. Each woman has their own characteristics with her, and they bring certain things to the table. Like you got women that'll take care of their man with little shit. Like
and it counts.
Like my ex. Like I said, used to go to lunch. I ain't give a fuck. I'm going to the house. If you hit the alarm go off, I'm just taking a smoke break. Bitch, I'm hungry. You ain't thought about. Even if I say no, it's the thought. But you had this woman over here. Like, bro, I'm about to go to work. You ate yet? I'm bringing some. I don't even want the shit. But this is like, damn, this motherfucker gonna feed me. I ain't got to spend no money. I ain't got to goddamn leave work. I ain't got to do nothing. Yeah. And they constantly do that. They constantly check up on you. Men, we won't admit it, but men like attention just like women do. We want to feel wanted just like a woman does.
I say I don't like liabilities. I don't want another bill. I want a partner. I want to help.
So it builds up. It builds up to a person like just the way we play. Just like you said, we'll play the role until we get it. A woman to do the same thing. Look, I'm gonna give her. They'll listen for that. They're like, damn, they talking to me about that girl all the goddamn time. I know what not to do. Mm-hmm. I know I'm here, and they find out the missing links. Oh, yeah, your girl don't be, nigga, if you was mine, I'd be whoop, and then you like, shit, whatever. And then they do that shit, You be like, fuck, man. Oh,
It's definitely. I mean, like I said, for me, it's definitely the experience because, like, I don't know, it's crazy. I'm trying to work on that shit though.
It like I done been with, man. Listen, me, I used to have when I first got, I had this thing of challenges. Like you couldn't tell me you gonna do something. Like yo, I'm the head doctor. I'm like, man, whatever. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And I'll sit there. They're like, man, you been in there. A female told me, they're like, what you been doing when you a lot? You been practicing how to hold yourself? I'm like, nah, you say you the head doctor. Your jaw's gonna be hurt before I bust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be there for a while. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might need to, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that was the challenge of, and then I liked it being challenged. You know what I'm saying? Like, women be like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, shit, watch. You know what I'm saying? So now I got a goal right quick. And then and it's like, don't tell me what I can't do. You're not gonna sit here and tell me I can't do something, knowing in my mind I could do anything I put my mind to. You know what I'm saying? So that was another thing. Like I said, I like the challenges. So it was always like being a lion. You know what I'm saying? I see my prey. How I'm gonna get to my prey.
So I'm gonna say the same question for the women. What is it that y'all can't just be with one man when you're in that stage? Not, you know what I'm saying?
And what stage?
Single
You got
stage,
stage when you
doing
single
y'all,
or your whole
having
stage. You know how
fun.
they say. What is it with dealing with multiple men? What is it like? What is the attraction?
Well, I say from past experience, it's the same thing with y'all.
Experience?
I mean, you may deal with somebody, interact with somebody, and you say, okay, I like their energy. You know, I can talk to them. You know, we can laugh, we can joke. You know, whatever it is that you like to do in general. But then you may run into somebody else when you're in your single stage.
Yeah, and I think
who
a lot
offer
of
that
people
same
get it
type stuff, and then you be
misconstrued.
like, you know.
Men see when we're with these different men, like we have a man like how to do our nails, a man that tells us how to
Yeah, you're right. I've heard
and
the
it's
story.
only out of all 7 of men, we only fucking one. But y'all just seen us with 7.
Right.
I've heard the stories.
They sipping like a motherfucker,
So-
hoping to get that one.
Yeah.
Like you
Goofy
said,
ass.
hoping to end up being that one. Who's like, look, come on, this nigga fell off. I don't fuck with him. I need you now. You know what I'm saying? Who answered the phone? You know what I'm saying? So shit, y'all, it's crazy.
Okay, so
Yeah,
question.
everybody.
You know how they say women grow up faster than men, right?
Mature.
So what age does it hit y'all, like, or is it not an age? What stage of life do you like, all right, this is the lady, I'm done running streets,
Stage.
like,
Ain't no
what,
stage.
okay, so what happens in your life to make you like, yeah, this is it?
All right, I had a mentor. I used to talk to. He's deceased now. He said for the black man in America, that stage of awareness is around like 25.
Can't be.
Well, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's true. But just speaking on subject, not saying it's
No,
true
you're right.
because sometimes it is. Some young dudes. I know some young dudes out here doing way better than us old ass niggas. I ain't gonna say no old ass niggas, but you know.
It has to be.
I guess it's a time. I would say
It's
when you tired, you tired.
That part.
When you tired of being tired, you tired of being tired.
Like,
the hoes don't
You're
mean
ready for
anything.
change.
You
You're
my
tired.
thing
doing what
was,
you need to do.
I used to have the I don't want to say, you know how some women had a princess mentality. I'm going to be the castle, the white picket fence stuff. I was at one point I was a hopeless romantic. You know what I'm saying? So every
What you
female.
say so wrong? Because that's me.
At one point I was a hopeless romantic, and I kept running to the wrong people that I thought I could build with, and really they was using me. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
that
scary.
and it's crazy to have to keep hitting the reset button, thinking this is the one, to the point where it's like I don't want to try this no more.
Homegirl said, me and damn near dead when it's time for us to settle down. That's some bullshit.
It's a mentality thing. I remember when I was 20, 21, I told a female I was talking to her. I'm trying to work towards getting to know her, but she was dealing with someone else. She was like, I said, man, it ain't gonna last. And she was like, what you mean? I said, how old are y'all? And I think she was like 19. He was like 17 or something. Whatever. I said, she like, why? He about to be 18. I said, it's not gonna last. She was like, why? I said, because he don't know what he want yet.
Right.
He hasn't experienced nothing in life. He hasn't been out here. And what's crazy is my aunt almost messed up my relationship saying that bullshit. But she told the lady I was with at the time, talking about something. How old are you, young lady? Like, oh, he's not going to settle down with you. He still got to soak his roll. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, like, don't do that. No, don't do that. Y'all drunk. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because they was. No, you fuck with my aunt, she better know how to drink. You know what I'm saying? That's, yeah, point blank. If I take you around my females in my family up north, if you can't drink, leave them the fuck alone. Come back with me when I leave. You know what I'm saying? But real shit, they'll leave and they look stupid. But that was what she said. But the thing is, us as men, it's a mental thing. Like me, I mature fast. I grew up fast. I grew up too goddamn fast. Because I'm the baby of my family. My oldest brother 9 years older than me. My cousins start 10 years from my age. 10. My cousin, like, we lived in a 3-family house up north. If anybody knows what that is, I don't know. I'm tired of explaining it. But it's a 3-story house, apartment look. It's a big ass house with 3 stories. It's like a house on each 3 floors. So it was my grandma on the first floor, my aunt on the second, and us on the third. My aunt, 3 kids mirror us, my mama's kids, 10 years each. You know what I'm saying? But my oldest brother, he's 9 years, so he fitted in almost like them. But my thing is, I was always around people that was 10 years or better. So my mentality was in that frame. Yeah. I'm seeing all this.
Yeah, you gotta match that.
Yeah, sitting on my dad's lap while the family together playing cards, drinking beer, smoking weed. That's what I was around. I wasn't around people my age to slow roll me.
Right.
Even to when I moved down south, I was around people 10 years older. So I'm 13 out here, 11, 12, 13, or 12, 13. These people 22, 23, 24, 25 and up. So this is what I'm getting. I'm getting a 20-year-old. So me, I grew up mentally faster than most people. So when it came to that point of being with a female, I thought, no, I found me a ride or die, bitch. I'm locked in. And that's what I always sought. That was my princess moment, my prince moment, whatever you want, my fantasy moment. That's what I kept seeking. If I could find a bitch that, excuse my language, if I could find a female that matches me street and legal and illegal, oh, we locked in.
That's some Bonnie and Clyde shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Wherever we put our mind to, whether it's business or busting a motherfucker's ass she's with, that's my wife. And that's what I was seeking, but I kept running into these roadblocks of women that have been through the ringer. Now they want to settle and put standards on me that they should have been putting off the gate. So I got to suffer through the bullshit that they went through with the dude. You know, so that's what it comes. That's what a lot of things. A lot of times it comes down to us as men maturing.
Trust issues.
Yeah, we got.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, we're really no different. The gender is really blind. It's just like I said, women are more vocal about it. Yeah. So you hear it and see it more. And that's why I used to get upset on social media. I get on social media. I'm like, y'all always bashing the dude. We just don't say shit. We go through the same shit. That's why we are the way we are. We just don't say nothing. Mm-hmm. Y'all get together and we'll talk amongst y'all each other. Get a group. Whether it's party time, let's go out. We don't have brother nights. Y'all have sister nights, sleepovers. I'm not sleeping at no nigga house.
I always talk about girl power. Girl power is real. And
listen.
That shit real.
I made a post. I don't know if y'all saw it. Where it was that y'all women control the world already and don't even fucking know it. Women run the world and don't even fucking know it. But y'all want to be seen and be on a platform so bad that y'all would tear it down. Y'all already run the world because the reason I say y'all already run the world, what's behind everything? Why are men trying to get fly, dressed, get a fucking haircut? The lady told them to get a haircut or they trying to impress a lady? Why are y'all here with the jewelry, the bullshit, the cars? You want to be seen because you're trying to impress a female. Why are you doing it?
Let us have it. We'll be sleeping in the cardboard box.
Man, nigga, hey, I told a person on the gate, they were like, when you move, I said, man, I'm good in the one. I don't give a fuck about where I live at. As long as goddamn them lights come on, I'm goddamn good. It could be a 1-bedroom goddamn studio. I'm good by myself. But if I want a significant other, I got to step my game up.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't do. She's not gonna go for it. So I say, y'all already controlling everything that's going on. Y'all just got to know how to play your goddamn part.
And that's so important as women. Like we got to know we have to understand our power and know how to get what we need from a man. So like, we're saying we want our man to, let's say you want a mature life and you want him to go get a business, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter how many times I say it, he's not gonna hear it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he's not gonna hear it. But let somebody else say it to him, and he's like, "Oh, babe, you know I'm about to do this," and he'd be like, "Babe," we was like, when he bring that conversation to you, women be like, "Well, I've been saying it to you because you said it wrong. You didn't know how to say it." So
That might be a
being
issue,
married,
yeah.
I had to learn how to get what I need from my husband. Like I said, if I come to him, I had a conversation with him, and I brought it to his acknowledgement, and I'm trying to get something, he's not getting it, I go back to God. Because clearly God wants me within to do something for me to get it out of him, for it to come out of him. So that's when I start to move different. I do something different. Then the next week he'll come, "Oh, babe, I think I want to do this." And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But if last week, if I was still on, no, I want you to do it now. I want you to do it now. I wanted to. I would never get it as a woman. Like, it took, I was with my husband for a long time, and he just got to the point where he can pay all the bills. Well, not to say just that, but he was at a point where he could pay all the bills, and we were splitting bills for a minute. And I was raised in a household. That's another thing. Us as women, I was raised in church. The man pays all the bills. You know what I'm saying? The woman cooks and cleans. That was the way I was raised. He wasn't raised like that. So me growing up and getting married and falling in love, I had to change what I thought love was. I had to change my role as a woman because the moment I was trying to demand him to pay the bills, it was like, I'm not doing that for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when I started to give more to my husband, when I started to be more of a woman and be more of a wife, oh, nothing. You want to pay the bills? Matter of fact, you want your nails done? They want your hair done. Nails. Like, why are you doing this like that? Because I shut the fuck up. You know, it's not really just shutting the fuck up. It's
I know what
just,
you're saying.
I
Yeah,
understood how to get what I need from him. So
Right.
if I need some money next week, I know this week, you know what I'm saying, I'm do some little stuff this week, and then next week, you know what I'm saying, but I get what I need versus saying, I need $50. And then he'll be like,
that's
for
peace
what?
for a man,
Right.
there.
And it's the thing, we want to give a woman everything.
What's that Facebook post that said, a man said, I'd rather be with a woman and pay all her bills that don't want it and don't ask for it versus
Yeah,
being with a
because
woman that
the one that
demands
don't
it.
ask,
Yeah.
the
And
one that
I-
don't
I
ask,
learned-
always
Yeah, we can understand.
And I was like he said for years.
People
Don't ask,
and
that's
that's why I
when we get the
said
most.
that's why I said in social media people like, oh, you supposed to be provided, men supposed to do the men.
Yeah,
How y'all keep pushing it? You say this, we not saying we don't want to do it. It's just
That's
the
what
way
you say
y'all
it.
want it.
Yeah, like
You demanding it like, nigga, you ain't even my wife. How the fuck you want this?
right. It's
Like,
women
I
that
gotta
really
come
want
up
all
and
their
get just to
bills
get
paid,
you.
and then they come home to a dirty house.
Yeah.
Yes, it don't make
Nah.
sense.
That's that
The
part.
women want their bills
That
paid, nails
part.
done, and hair done, and he just paid the rent. Like, or he just put you through school, and you still him do this. Like,
Won't
you
man,
gotta
listen.
give a take, baby.
And
Like,
that-
you gotta know,
and that's been the
you
biggest.
gotta know your power.
And that's the biggest thing. Like a man, like if you, I would give you more if you, like you said, shut the fuck up. You could hint at some shit, and I might be out like, damn, that motherfucker did ask for this shit. Let me get this shit right quick.
Right.
And like
If
I
you
said,
got the
me,
means to do
like,
it, because if they
that's
can't
what I
already
said.
do-
I deal that in any relationship. Like even now, I'm not me and my baby mom not together, but she say you get shit on your time. So she's learned she be like, this is what I want, this is what I'm trying to get done. So in my mind, I'm trying to uplift her so much. If I can do it, I don't want to tell them to do it. I just do it.
That's how my husband
So
is. I can't stand
but the
you
thing is,
motherfuckers. I hate
at the
y'all.
end of the day,
Ooh, I hate
yeah,
you.
but
I
so
hate you.
yeah, but so at the end of the day, why I say a woman don't know how to play with this? Because you're our backbone.
For real.
If I come through the door fighting the world, I should be able to shed that shield, that armor off of me, and you should be like, look, babe, how your day going? If I come to you with an idea, instead of trying to say, nah, nigga, we got bills to pay, you shouldn't be thinking about it. You should be like, shit, put a plan together. I'll help you execute that shit. I got paperwork of goals and businesses and stuff, and I had them when I showed them, I'm like, look, this is what I want done. Oh, that's nice. What the fuck, nigga? You fit right there. That's you.
Right.
You don't see
Don't even
you.
know it.
You don't see you. So now I'm dealing with a dormant motherfucker that's just waiting for me to do every goddamn thing, and you live off of me? Fuck you. You don't have to put up no money, but just the confidence, just to boost my, stroke my ego a little bit. Like, look, babe, you need help. I got you. You don't need. I want you to be my teammate. I don't want to have to get another person. I want you to say, I got you. What we need to do. What we should be doing. I done been in that situation. I don't know how I went. I done been where I had a woman.
What up, Coop?
I done had someone saying they were pregnant, and she was like, shit, we'll get that baby if she don't act right. If she want to come against you, we'll come together as a team and go to the courts as a front, not a front like fate, but as a forefront, and let the court know he got a stable home to come to. That woman doesn't, and she want to act stupid. That's teamwork. Instead of saying, oh, you need to handle that shit, nigga. You got them fucking with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Instead of downing us, Be my partner.
Yeah.
So that's I give you more mentally, physically, emotionally. I'll give you more of me. I'll pour more into you because you're pouring back into me.
Right.
We are male and female tired of pouring into cups, and we're not getting replenished.
No reciprocation.
Yeah.
No reciprocation.
We're
That's
not,
all it is about.
we're not getting it. It's like I'm drained, nigga. I'm tired.
And you know what? But you know what? I realized too. Sometimes what I had learned, I thought I wasn't getting it. And when you have the conversation, when I had a conversation with him, he was like, "But I'm doing this, this, that, and the third." And when he named his list to me, when my response in that moment was, "Nigga, that's not nothing." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I can do it myself.
Right.
So, but that's his love language. So that's again getting to know your partner, because if his love language is gifts, giving, feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's him.
Yeah, we spoke on
I
that
have
one
to
last
understand
episode.
my love language is touch. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? My love language is time. So just because that's my love language, I cannot denounce all the love that he is giving through the method and the way that he loves.
Right.
I can't denounce none of that. Now I gotta go back and say, look, babe, I understand, like, I don't want the Gucci bag. I want you to come rub me up tonight. You know? Like,
Right.
so it's just, you have to understand and know who you are and be aware of who that person is, and if you want to be with them, work it out.
It all goes back down, man. Before you get with someone, man, get
know
with
who you
yourself.
are. Yes.
Get with yourself.
Know who you are.
If you don't know you, man, cause you're not gonna be able to explain it. Be like, yo, and be like, why you like this, man? I know me. I'm comfortable in my skin. If you watch me long enough, get to know me. Like I told him, I said, man, quit trying to be my girlfriend. Be my friend.
Period.
When you be my friend, you will know and understand everything about me, and then you'll know how to carry yourself with me. Not telling you to change you, but to understand me as a person.
Right, just simple stuff like if you wake up in the morning and like me, when I wake up, I'm like on go. I'm excited, blasting music. This is the third. My husband, he might be he not. I'm saying he like don't talk to me, don't ask me nothing, don't speak to me. And if I'm still like in the morning, hey babe, where this? Hey babe, where that? You expecting him to get up and be in a good mood?
That's a lot already.
That's not who he is. Why am I demanding him to be a morning person?
That's just like me.
And I had to learn that because I'm a morning person, but he's a night person. So when I'm in the bed sleep and I want to get my rest, and he's up like da 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 da, babe do this, babe do that, you're gonna make me angry if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So you understand who you are.
That's like me. I tell people my pet peeve when you start talking money and ask for money, boy, you cussing at me. I told them, why you keep cussing? Like, I ain't saying that. Like, nigga, when you mention that money, you cussing at me. Quit playing with me. Like, I just told you I got these goddamn bills. You know what I'm saying? And I done had a person do that. Like, yo, can I borrow $20? In my head, I'm like, how you can't come up with $20 to payday? And tomorrow's payday? What you been doing all week?
Just wait to payday.
Go to sleep, wake up.
Right, why? And I'm telling you, my first priority is me.
Period.
So if I'm budgeting my money to pay these bills, I don't want nag coin, and I mean not one penny, not one real red cent out of that dang old thing to mess it up. Because how I look at it, once you done change that dollar, then it start declining. You start buying shit. Next thing you know, you scraping like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to pay for that. Because, like I keep saying, a lot of people I know my baby mom do. She won't bust a big deal. She said, because if I bust it, I'm gonna spend it. So I'd rather keep this 100 or 50 or whatever, big 50 or 100, knowing I ain't gonna spend it. Because once it get lower than that, it's going to the dang on store. You know what I'm saying? So that a person asking me for some, some people be slick. They try to ask for something as little as $20, $5, and I be like, man, what's it for? I get into daddy mode. What you need it for? I need a pack. I don't support no habits.
Okay, no.
Oh, I can't. I need some cigarettes. I can't.
I pay a light bill. I ain't getting you no weed.
I tell the person quick, I don't support
I'll pay my
habits.
light bill. I ain't getting you no weed.
They're like, I'm trying to break it. I said, well, I went cold turkey when I used to smoke, so you need to learn.
Period.
I'm good. I'm no better than you. Quit playing with me. So.
Weed.
So do you think? Do you guys still want to get married?
What? Okay, that was a question I had.
And you know what? You took the words out of my mouth, because I'm going to ask you as a married woman, what you think would be able to help get to that level of marriage.
It's two things.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Me, I'm gonna give or take. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm an easygoing person. I can go with the flow. I cannot be married. I could be single or whatever. But it's just it's the person. It's the person. You know what I'm saying? If I wake up 3 years from now and I'm like, damn, I'm still with this lady and we doing successful, I think she deserves to be married. You know, I think she deserves to get that marriage she deserves, regardless of how I feel on it. I think she deserves that. But you know, with dating now, it's like everything's just going straight to the bed and whatnot. Nobody's even talking, or you know what I'm saying. Nobody's even trying to study each other, trying to work things out. Like you just said, y'all wrote lists out about love language and whatnot, and what the do's and don'ts. People don't take time for that. They go straight to Facebook. They go straight to social media and they talk about their problems. Mm-hmm. And nobody says, how can we fix this?
Right.
You know, how can we sit down and work it out, map it out, plan this, and get better, right, and not just harbor those issues. And with me being come from the lifestyle I live, dealing with women who were married, dealing with women who had boyfriends with just sneaky links and all that shit, I can't trust you. So now I got to build that trust up. You know, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be trust for me too, because I put women through hell. I ain't going to lie to you. But it'll be worth it in the end. And that's fucked up. But,
so that's, you know what you just said? I heard you say, so you said you put women through hell and you know you got to build your trust. So that's going back to what you say, how women be like, they're mad about something that happened in the past. Yeah. So going into your relationship, do you really put her through things just because you got to build your trust?
You know what? And I just going back through it, sometimes it happens naturally. Like it's either like the universe is showing me certain things, or I might ask certain questions, or you know what I'm saying, in relation to. It's not even like trying to put you off the chopping block. It's like, shit, if I'm already showing I'm willing to do this for you, now I want to see what you can go through for me. Show me you got my back like I got yours, because you already know. Even on the dating part, when I'm first dealing with you, I'm already showing you I got your back.
Right.
And that's a downfall for me. I look at it too, because certain people get some good things that they don't deserve. But it don't change me, because I'm gonna still be that same person. I'm gonna still do the same thing, because that's me.
I told you stop catering to these damn females, damn lynches. But nah, man, I don't want to get married. I used to want to be married. Like I said, I had a mention. I'm gonna get married. I think it's a I don't know, man. My question has always been, well, not always been. My question lately, when it came to marriage, was, why is that a female's first thing? Do you want to be married? You gonna get married? Why is that a goal?
Why is it a goal?
You know what I'm saying? So I look back to my grandma and her last husband. They weren't paper married, but I never seen them apart my whole life. So, and the only reason it changed, or made a mistake, was because when he passed, she got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but I had a lady that I talked about marriage. She said she didn't want to do no trust. She said the only reason I want to go get married is for legal reasons. Mm-hmm. So if something was to happen to you, I don't have to go through your family and they telling me I can't do this and the courts and as far as that wise. But as far as me, if I'm with you, man, and I'm doing everything with you already, we damn near married already. But especially we got kids, you know, we still rocking. You know, you really are. And like if everybody like y'all, and that's what's crazy. A person say, y'all not together, but y'all do relationship stuff. Y'all do husband and wife stuff. Why not? My thing is, we don't have no title. I'm not with her. I told her shit. If a nigga come through and you feel like, nigga, just let me know. I'll play my role. But my thing is, what I mean by that is like, I'll get out your way. I'm coming to deal with my child. Mm-hmm. But my thing is when like in situations of being together, you be wanting to have these titles and it changes. It go from us being cool to when a title come upon it, privileges start being informed in people's heads.
They start being
demanded. You're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. When we was all good to go. But my thing is this, like I said, we're not together, so why would I spend my time and money on somebody that I know nothing about when this woman has done nothing to make me bitter or mad, and someone, why you don't just marry her? Because we're good the way we are. Until someone comes and shows that I don't need to do all that with her, nigga, leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna give her all my money because she got my child and she's doing motherly duty and she's not showing me no bullshit.
Right, bringing that peace.
Yeah, so like I said, I could talk or whatever to a female, but unless she shows me the same way women want men to show them that they want them, I'm good. Right. What are you doing to make me say, God damn, I might need to see what that's about. If you're not doing that, why? I'm not even going to pursue it. And the scary part is the reason I haven't even elevated myself to dealing with someone to that level is because that start over moment, the time and affection you got to put into someone new is harsh, man. Yeah. Like you said, the pawn is pissy. So now everybody wants. Right. Instead of just fuck the Netflix and chill, nigga, I got 5 stick, nigga, I don't go to the movies no more. You know what I'm saying? So we could come, hurt. I tell people, I joke. I might talk sexual because, like I said, it's a test. How far you gonna let me go? I could be sitting there, I tell a motherfucker, and once the conversation get to that point, I'm like, man, I'm bullshitting. I don't even know why I'm talking. You call my bluff, I might not even respond back to your text message.
Me too, because I laugh at stuff. But I don't come out my mouth and speak back to it. And I laugh until then they say something that's disrespectful, and I'm like, hold up, I'm happily married. So you know what I'm saying? But it's nothing with a little. Yeah.
I hate the titles too, though, man. Like, I don't. Because, like I said, once you get those titles, that's when everything changes. Like, we were good. We were still doing girlfriend, boyfriend things or whatever. Right. But when we made that decision to say we was boyfriend, girlfriend,
now.
Why you ain't call at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, now the homegirl that you were cool with coming over, why she over here when I ain't here? Damn, niggas, before you used to party with the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, you introduced me to the bitch. Now she can't be over here no more. I don't trust her. I know how she is. She ain't gonna be around my man. Oh, people change. So it's like, it's rough, man. So it's rough, man. It's rough, man. Relationship-wise, my thing is I'm old school, man. I would implement my grandma because they loved each other. They didn't even sleep in the same room. I don't even know if they ever had sex in their life. I don't know. I'm just being honest because I've never seen them in the same room. Right. So, but they loved each other. Right. It was both of them was shit. My grandpa was retired before because he was 10 years older than her. Before my grandma. But she went to work, came home, fixed that man a meal. I never seen that man cook. Never. You know what I'm saying? She made sure he was straight. She talk her shit. Quit doing this, and they do the old people arguments, you know what I'm saying? But it was love, So it just, I don't know, man.
Well, we can really wrap this up, guys. Like I said, we was speaking on dating in 2022, and we got a lot of good information from some good people. Once again, I want to thank Miss Kenya for coming out and joining us for the podcast.
That's nice.
Is there
check out for your what you say, your realtor sucks. She said, come see her. You need to find you a house. She gonna get you what you need to get in. She got investors. She got everything. She'll help fix your credit, and she got her own. Was it clothing line or
alteration shop?
Alteration shop.
You gotta see her live. She be in there with all the needles and threads and thousands of pounds.
Any way that you wanna, any ways that you can be reached at for your business purposes?
Joe Kenya Sales on Instagram, Facebook, everything. JOKENYA Sales. And that's where you can find me.
All right. And again, we got my girl, Hollywood. She just came back.
Yeah, I'm always working.
Always on the move.
I had to get that flyer in.
Awesome.
So, hopefully y'all guys got some good information, and we can help bring back love, so to speak.
Black conditional, but it'll be love.
Where is the love?
You know where we at, man. We at the 30. We had the Courtesy
It's
Cuts
wrong.
barber
It'll get there.
shop.
It's gonna be off the rip, boy. It's gonna get there.
We had the Courtesy
You
Cuts
black
barber
men are
shop.
loved unconditionally. I don't care what anybody
Love
say.
us.
We love you, black men.
Man,
And we love you, black
We
men.
love y'all. We love y'all.
Some people don't even love themselves, man. It's a shame.
So, bro, drop the address for them again.
2523D Phillips Avenue, right behind the library, man. Come see me, man.
Yeah,
Get
tune
your
in
Courtesy
to
Cuts, man. And I got chairs open, man. Anybody need a chair? I work with you, man, on the booth rent and everything, man. So if you're trying to get somewhere, I'll get behind you, man. But if you're not gonna be dedicated to the craft, man, I'm not putting nag corn behind you. I'm not even finna. We just here. But if you want to come build somewhere, this is the place, man.
So, in so many words, if you real, you better come on out and chop it up with this man about getting in here.
and chopping up some hair.
So, if you got your barber's license,
Yeah,
tap
man.
in.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, for that. For the
Tap
ones
in.
that do want to come in and if you got your legit shit together.
You gotta
You
license.
definitely
Whether
come
you,
in.
even if you in school, you ready and you looking for a shop before you get out of school, come see me. Print it.
Your
Just come
apprenticeship,
out and-
yeah.
all that. I would like if you was a licensed barber, so I ain't gotta wait on you. I can leave you here and you can do your thing. And I go home, but if you just starting out, getting out of school, or you about to leave, graduate school, come see me, man. I'll help you with your transition, man.
Seriously, you guys, and it's just so important for us black people to dig into whatever it is you like to do as far as entrepreneurship. Like get licensed, get skills, get trades up underneath you. I'm not a person that say I don't support college, but you can make it without college, and you can make it without that debt behind you. So when you know entrepreneurs that's linking and doing stuff like this in all different fields, it's just so important just to reach out, just to tap in, just to ask the questions, because you just never know what where one relationship can take you. You never know what one deal can take. You never know what one lesson. Just get in the room, because you just never know.
Put your face in a place.
You never know. Reach out, link up.
Everybody is one person away from that person.
And we have to build it together. Like for what's about to happen with this election next, I had to go there, but it's important for us relationship as black people to stick together and dig in. Like I said, when we button heads, somebody that's in that situation got to stop and say what is really the underlying issue or what is really hurting you, and then get back to the issues that we can build. Because if we don't get our credit right, get our cash right, get our businesses going, link up and unite, when the next office come into play, it's going to be a huge wealth gap, and the rich are going to be richer, and there's going to be no middle class. There's going to be poor, it's going to be poor. So y'all link up, touch bases,
Black people
ask
are
questions.
the rich people. Y'all just investing in the wrong people.
That's right.
Y'all making these Europeans rich as hell.
Right.
We're the biggest consumers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We spend the most money.
That's
But
right.
we're gonna spend it amongst each other.
That's
If
crazy.
we stop supporting them, fuck the Gucci, Versace, all that shit. We might like it, but we got our own brands that we can invest in and make that just as popular as that.
For real.
And we can live in our own community, man.
Yeah.
We can have everything our own.
Farrakhan said it in 2015 that if we stop doing all of that and investing, especially holidays and all of that, and start investing our money, we can have the whole state of California, and we can have our own state as a
We
group
so
of
busy
people.
trying to fit in, man.
We're
We're
powerful
trying to fit
people.
in, man.
Very powerful
Fuck
people.
them.
And they know that. That's the crazy part. They know.
Fuck them.
I was watching, it's a series on Netflix. We about to go somewhere else. It's about to go on. But it's called Them. But listen, if I was watching Them, and there was a white man, the black man was on the roof fixing some shit on his house. There was three white men standing down there. In that scene, that white man said, "It's three of us. It's one of him. We're gonna need more." It's three of them, one black man.
Yeah, I forget what he said.
And he
to make him say that.
he said because he's strong as he said that's a black man. He's strong as you sure three of us can take it?
Yeah.
Like these people, they know how strong and the knowledge. Once we get the knowledge up underneath us, once we get the money up underneath us, once we get unity up underneath us, it's crazy the shit that we're going to do in the future, and that's what they're afraid of. That's why they're trying to silence people. So we gotta stand up, speak on shit, and don't be afraid to, like I said, be okay with our differences. Be okay with what you like and I don't like. It's okay. We can still coexist and still do business.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what she's saying. Not to knock college, but we need to go back to what we good at.
Period. We can build a house.
Them trades. We need trades.
Yeah.
Because the
all
office,
that.
they could easily
We
shut
can
a
cook.
business down.
We can clean.
We got to get back to what we know is going to last. Plumbing,
Period.
electricity,
Farming,
carpentry,
farming,
farming, all the services
Yeah.
that we look down on and think we
Yep.
need be somewhere because it don't pay that manual labor that we still
Learn it.
get it is
Learn it.
where
You need it.
it's forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's where the wealth is at because
Also,
computers are taking over.
Yeah.
Drew Ali also said that we are a hard-headed, stiff-necked group of people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to happen regardless, even if
Regardless.
it's the point to
We'll be
of
a
a
part of
sword.
it. Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen regardless. So it's best to stay ready before you don't have to get ready.
You know, it takes is a $10 idea and consistency.
Y'all hear that? Say that one more time.
All it takes is a $10 idea and consistency.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up before we get on a whole other subject.
Right? Next time.
They had church next door. Now we got church over here now.
Okay.
But we're gonna stop because we on the time limit, so we got to head out. But yeah, definitely, y'all make sure y'all come to the Courtesy Cuts Barbershop. If you have your license or if you're in school, make sure you pop up.
Even
If you want your real estate license, come see me. If you want to learn how to sew, I got a spot in my shop. We looking for seamstress. Seriously, let's
Even if
build.
you a stylist, hey, we might have to relocate the coffee shop. If you a stylist, I give you a little suite area.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got space in the back. I could move this coffee shop to the back door.
Y'all tune in to us next Sunday. We're gonna be on here same time. Might be a little earlier, who knows? But we're gonna be on the same time next Sunday. Drop your comments below. Dating in
Anybody need a fit
2022.
ring or a test?
Peace.